need to tech news and lab interviews. What's going on, y'all? Give you what you need to tech news and lab interviews. Jared the Lang Tech. Jared the Lang Tech. What's going on, y'all? Give you what you need to tech news and lab interviews. What's going on, y'all? Jared the Lang Tech.
What's going on, y'all? It's Jared the Lang Legend podcast host. Give you what you need in news and interviews. Today on the show, we have somebody new who does two things at once, which is amazing. We got Clemalita Jasmin to the show. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right. So before we begin, we both have a mutual friend, Jai, who's from owner of 504 Orleans. Shout out to him for making this shirt for me. We all gonna eat. These are the several businesses. We all on a Facebook group chat, and I'm interviewing everyone on this shirt. But Miss Jasmin got a little issue with Ja. You want to talk about that?
I do. Actually, he did do the amazing shirt that I have on. However, I do not have my team We All Gonna Eat shirt, and I feel some kind of way about it, especially since you have on a red one, and red is my favorite color. But I'm sure he's going to have it to me tomorrow since I just put him on blast.
Oh, look, he watched it. Look, he comments and look. Get your food and finances done here. She ain't worried about she don't want no shout out. She want her shirt.
Yes, I want my shirt, Jay.
All right. Can you tell my listeners a little bit about yourself? What made you want to get into catering and financial services?
Sure. So again, my name's Clemalita Jasmin. I have been doing catering for 17 years and taxes for 19 years. Both are a passion of mine. I've been cooking since I was like 10 years old. So I've always been in the kitchen. Numbers have always been a passion. Started doing taxes in 2001. So it's just something that I gravitate to, and I love people, and both enjoy, both of them allow me to be in front of people. So that's how I kind of got into it.
All right. So again, what made you give it that creative name? I like the name.
Well, that's like the third name, right? So when I first started my business, it was my name. It was Clemalita's Catering, and I wanted it to be more than just me. So I think I'm amazing. I think what I do is amazing. I think the people who work with me are amazing. And me being from New Orleans is how I added the Cajun part. So it just fit Amazin Cajun.
All right. So let's go with the catering first.
Okay.
We from the South, we from the NO, and we love to eat, get our grub on. So how has COVID impacted your business on the catering side?
Actually, it hasn't. If anything, I've gotten more business during COVID. When people wasn't making money, and I was still having people calling for bread pudding, or calling to do a wine and dine, or calling for banana pudding, you name it, people were still calling. So whether it was one order a week or a couple of weeks, I was still able to continue my business and get new clients and during this whole crisis or pandemic. So it really has not affected me at all, thank God.
All right, that's what's up. That's great to hear. So how do you get clients? Do you get clients by word of mouth, advertisement on social media, send text messages out? How do you get the clientele?
Most of my clientele is word of mouth. I am so horrible at advertising, posting on Instagram. I really just started getting better at that lately, but most of it is word of mouth. Something I did for one person, now they're telling, oh, Clem did this and she was amazing. Try her. Or so that's usually pretty much word of mouth is how I've done everything. Thank God, because it's people who bring people to me.
Okay. So, all right. So what type of catering events do you do? Do you do everything from weddings, parties? Do you do everything?
I do weddings, baby showers. As I mentioned, wine and dines, that's the private, intimate dinners. I do lunches for schools, for corporate events, um, football teams, you name it, high schools. I do football. I do breakfast and lunch and dinner and all for those type of organizations. Um, Pretty much, you call me and you say you wanted to get it done, I can get it done, no matter what type of event it is.
Okay, let's talk about the one-on-one dinners. What comes with that package?
Okay, so with the one-on-one, I come to your house or Airbnb and you pick a menu. So usually it's a three-course meal. I start off with a soup. The last one I did, it was with the crab and corn bisque, followed by a salad, and then you have your choice of your entree, steak. A big seller is salmon, so a lot of my clients like to order the salmon. And then I top it off with my amazing white chocolate bread pudding. And I say it's amazing because most people who eat it say that. And that's how we end the night with the bread pudding. I come in, I decorate. I cook there. I cook everything at the home. I serve everything. You have your personalized menu cards. I try to give it the one-on-one attention, make a person feel very special. So you get me at my fullest.
Okay. Cool. Like, I mean, you got the comments on blazing right now. Like, hold on, they got a lot of comments. Let's start with Jay. Get your food and finds. Oh, he said that already. Oh, he says his shirt is coming. I got
Okay.
it. Nathaniel saying, "Wow, what happened?"
Hey, Nate.
Big Nate. I know Nate too. Oh, Michelle saying, "Don't forget meal prep."
Oh, yes. How could I forget that, right? My meal prep. So that actually started after COVID. Everybody wanted to kind of eat healthier because sitting in the house, we gained some pounds, right? So I started doing meal prep. I've been doing meal prep since June. Each week is a different menu. I have it where it's 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. You can do breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And it comes with snacks as well. So very nutrition. I don't cook with really any carbs, so it's very low carb, no pork with the meal preps. It's a very healthy, balanced meal. Thanks, Michelle, because I
All right,
totally
yeah.
forgot.
Shout out to Michelle for that. That's a huge component right there.
Right.
Oh, Jay, he's steadily commenting. He's saying grind and support the team all we got. You know what I'm saying? How she could be team all we got? She ain't got her shirt though.
But I still support. Let me tell you, after he did his podcast with you, I got hooked up with other people who are in it, and we support each other, and it's just been amazing how we can get together and help one another grow. So I'm proud of him and happy that he decided to do this.
All right, glad you're here too. We got man, you got a lot of shout outs. Hold on, look at this. We got Linda.
Hey, Mama Linda.
She does everything. She's amazing. You got Janice saying she's an awesome cook.
Hey, Mama, that's my actual mama there.
Oh, hey, mama. Hey, she made it.
I'm on my way.
Oh, somebody say your bread pudding is delicious.
Thank you.
Oh, look at somebody else shouting that out too. Oh, Michelle again. Jake, he talking about the bread. Oh, your bread. I'm gonna have to try it out. Everybody talking about that.
You will have to try my bread pudding.
All right. Let's get back into your catering business. So,
Okay.
how is it maintaining a budget? Like, if somebody wanted to get into the catering side of the business, what do you recommend for them to do? Like, how would they get into it?
Funny that you asked that. I had a conversation about a month or two ago. A friend of mine reached out and wanted to know how she gets started. I told her know her worth. That's one thing. 17 years ago, I lacked that. I knew what I could do, but I didn't know my worth, so I shortchanged myself. And in doing so, it can cause some issues as you grow your business. Some want things for cheap, and depending on the type of service that you give, and usually if a person is going to go out and say, "Hey, this I'm putting my name behind it," they're going to give it their all. So that way, you have to price yourself accordingly. So, like I say, know your worth, but be flexible. So like I tell anybody when I'm sitting with a bride, I ask them what is it that they really want. So I get their wants. I tell them what I can do, and then we kind of find a way in between to make sure that we make it work, that we stay within budget, that we get the menu to the T to what they want, and that everybody's happy at the end of the day.
All right. That's what's up. Okay. So can you tell me what's in that bread pudding? Is it a secret?
No, it's no secret. It's no secret.
Yeah, tell me what's in it.
So it's a white chocolate bread pudding, right? So I use
I love white chocolate. Oh, you sold me
that's
already.
what made me look, that's what made me make it, because one day I was bored, right? This is how I started making it. I was bored and I wanted something to eat, but I didn't feel like going to the store. So I said, you know what do I have in my refrigerator? And I happened to have bread. I had some heavy cream. I had some white chocolate chips, and I think I had evaporated milk. So I got in the kitchen, I just mixed it all together, tossed it in some butter, and put it all together and put it in the oven. It's been a hit since. So
Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to have to get that. I love white chocolate bread pudding. Ooh, I love that. You got my mouth watering right now. All right. So can you talk about any challenges or roadblocks you have when you starting your catering business, or even right now?
I guess any challenges that I have right now would probably be trying to get everything done. I don't like to say the word no. I don't like to hear it. I don't like to say it, right? So I usually, one of my roadblocks, I take on probably more than I should instead of trying to balance everything. So if anything, it's just a matter of me trying to balance my catering along with the taxes and along with my career and the kids and all. So that's probably the only roadblock, me just trying to balance too much, trying to, do too much at one time.
Okay, that's understandable. I understand completely. I'm married with kids as well. So what type of tech? Well, we have to stick to the catering. Then we'll get to the financial services and taxes later. So do you use any type of technology to assist you when you're catering? Like, do you have like a website, a menu that somebody clients will look at?
I do have a website. They can visit AmazinCajunNola.com. On the website, I have products that you can order as far as the bread pudding. I make cheesecake. That's amazing too. I didn't talk about that, but the cheesecakes are pretty good. You can place an order. Also, it has information about the wine and dine, the catering services. Also, on the website, I can create orders. If there's something on there that a person don't see and they want to do a custom order, I can customize their order for them as well. So again, that's AmazinCajunNola.com.
All right, that's what's up. Like, man, hold on. You got more comments. Hold on. You got Jay talking about the bread pudding again. He talking about the bread pudding. Somebody, Miss Nola girl 23 saying the banana pudding queen. Oh, they are repping.
The banana pudding pretty good too. I like the banana pudding.
Ashley
that's
saying
my daughter. Hey, baby.
Oh, that's your daughter. That's what's up.
Yeah.
I got my boy Greg. Shout out to Langy Legend. What's up? Oh, he's saying the bread pudding sounds amazing. Jay said you need that in your life.
Most definitely.
Oh, so you got a lemonade cheesecake?
Yes. So for the summertime, I wanted to do something different. So I made a lemonade cheesecake, and also I made a margarita cheesecake for Cinco de Mayo. Both were different. The lemonade cheesecake went off really good. It really was refreshing. It was like really drinking lemonade. And the margarita cheesecake, I had mixed reviews about that one. I loved it, but
you put alcohol. You put real alcohol.
I had put real tequila. I had the salt and sugar on top. Look, I had it just like a margarita. So yeah, I had mixed reviews on that.
Yeah, I like to try that. I never had a lemonade cheesecake before. That sounds good.
Yeah, the lemonade cheesecake was really good.
All right. Okay. All right, that's what's up. All right. So on the catering side of the business, on that business, are you doing it by yourself? Do you have other workers that work with you temporarily for all your events?
I do. I have a crew who I work very hard. They tell me I'm a slave driver, but they are the best. They make sure that I have all these big, bright ideas on how I want things, right? And they work with me. I tell them, I say, hey, this is what I want it to look like. This is how I want it to go, and they just flow with it. I'm so indebted to them because I wouldn't be able to pull off events the way that I do had it not be for the team that I have that support me. So.
Okay. You want to talk about the biggest event you ever done, and how was that planning for that?
Oh wow. Okay, so crazy. Biggest event I did was for 200 people. It
Okay.
was last year. It was a retirement party. In the week of, I got in a car accident.
Mm.
So it was one of the hardest things because I was in a very bad car accident. Um, so planning to, try to get everything done, and so it took my crew, my whole family basically pulled in, came in, helped me get it done because it was a plated dinner for 200 people. So we got there and they helped me, like I said, get everything put out and um, we got, brought everything to the venue, set everything up, got everything plated. They were rolling with me. It was like afterwards, they was like, what I do. They had a whole profound, they had a whole new outlook on what I do. They saw that it really was not easy. It was a lot of work. But yeah, they we got it done though. They really came through in a clutch for me.
Okay. All right. So what was the worst event you ever did, and how did you come back from that?
Worst event. You know what? And I've done a lot of events. I wouldn't say I've had to
If
me,
any.
I
If
wouldn't
any.
say I wouldn't have, I don't
Any.
have
Okay.
bad events. No, I've had, I remember my very first catering thing I did. It was something so simple, but it was one that was very memorable. It taught me a lot. I did spinach dip, and I can't even remember all the items I did for Zulu Ball in 2003.
Okay.
Um, and I was nervous and scared. And let me tell you, it taught me a lot. It taught me about being punctual. It taught me about dealing with certain type of people that we deal with, right?
Mm.
With being people of color. So we have certain different type of people that we deal with. So it taught me how to deal with people on all levels.
Hmm.
So I could say that was the most memorable. It still wasn't bad because it helped make me who I am today. But that's probably the most one that I could say was the least, the one I learned a lot from. But
Okay.
all of them are pretty good.
All right. All right. All right. Okay. Have you haven't have you ever done anything for like celebrities or any athletes, anything like that? You ain't gotta say the names. I'm just asking.
Um, kind of, sorta. I'm
Okay.
working on doing bigger and better things. Though I am. Um, there's a few athletes that love my bread pudding.
Okay.
But I'm working on getting in, bigger arenas. So yeah.
All right. All right. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right. All right. Let's talk about these taxes and financial services that you offer as well.
Okay.
So, how did you get into that field as well?
Um, Numbers have always been my thing. I hate math, but I love numbers, right? Um, so I was 19, well, 21. I was 21 and wanted to do something with numbers. So I started doing taxes at Fast Tax. And it's just been something I've been doing since. I love it. I love to sit there and play with numbers. I love to um, teach people how to manage their taxes, how to make sure that they're taking enough out during the year so they can get more back, or if it's their business expenses, making sure that they have everything in line so that way they get the most money back. Um, and you meet all kinds of people doing taxes, all kinds. So that's another reason why I got into it. It's a real fun job to have. Like I said, I meet all kind of people doing taxes.
Okay. So, when you get into becoming a tax prepper in the tax game, do you have to get certified or take some certain classes to be able to do somebody's taxes?
You do. I am a certified tax preparer through the IRS. I take classes every year. They call them, I think it's CEU, something like that,
Yeah,
continuing education.
continuing
Yeah.
continuing education units.
So I take those every year as the tax laws change. I change with them. I'm always updating myself with what's going on in the tax world with the IRS, the changes that they've made. So yes.
All right. So how do you become certified? Do you have to pay for it? You have to take a test? How's that
Well,
process?
yes, both. Like I said, I started off with Fast Tech. So if you're working for a company like Fast Tech, HR and Block, Jackson Hewitt, they normally you go through their classes and you take their, you take their units, you take their credits and their school and all. For me now, since I've been doing it on my own, I'm part of the P10, that's the personal tax preparer network. And so that way I take my classes through them now. I'll go on the website, log on throughout the year, take different classes that I need for the upcoming tax season. It's a $35 fee to certify your P10 number. That's your that's your tax preparer number. So it's $35 to get that through the IRS. It was free. Now they put it back to $35. So you have to make sure that you do that as well. But like I said, if you any person who wants to do it on their own, they can. They just go to irs.gov and you can sign up for the classes there. I think they start off at like $69 a year for certain classes.
Oh, okay. So you don't have to go through the H&R Blocks or those. You can just
Mm-hmm.
do it on your own. Okay, gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So do you do your own taxes or you give it to somebody else to do?
No, I do my own taxes. Food and taxes is something I don't trust other people with. So I, I cook my own food. I do try to go out and enjoy other people's, but it's that critic in me that makes it hard for me to allow somebody to do my taxes or cook my food. So
Okay. Oh, Jay put up the website for you,
he's the best.
AmazonCajunCatering.com. Yeah.
Yes, he's the best.
All right. Oh, so somebody else.
Oh,
Those.
the dulce de leche. Yeah, that was a great one, Ashley. I made
Okay.
a dulce de leche cheesecake, and I made a bread pudding.
Okay.
Um,
What's in the dole? How you pronounce it? Dole.
dulce de leche.
Okay. What's in that?
So it's cream cheese. It's I use heavy cream, and I use it's a caramel on it. It says a caramel leche, but it's caramel. It's like I'm trying to figure out how I can really explain it, but it's caramel, and there's no other way I really can say it. But it's caramel that you put in it.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. Wow, you got a lot of stuff I need to try. My God.
I'm always ready. I told
Oh,
you.
you got Demetrius.
That's
Demetrius.
my sister and one of my faithful workers. She'll tell you I work.
You got Janice.
That's my mom. She's saying my brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's what's up. You got a lot of people. About how she holds you down. Chico,
Oh,
tell me
Chico,
about how
yes.
she holds you down. What are you talking about?
I cooked for Chico for Thanksgiving. He already put his order in for Thanksgiving. He called me about a month ago. Clem, don't forget me. I said, I got you, Chico. Whenever you're ready, just call me. He called me on Sunday, making sure
Okay.
that he had his order in.
All right. So you have like Thanksgiving specials?
I do.
Okay.
Right now, the special, you can get one meat, three sides, a dessert, and dinner rolls for $150. I think it's $150. A shame. $150, and then you could, or the second option would be two meats, six sides, two desserts, and dinner rolls for $250. So that's the special I have right now. And the meat I'm doing, turkey brisket. I do an awesome garlic butter brisket. So turkey, brisket, roast, and ham.
Wow, you got me hungry. All right. Let's go back to the taxes and financial services. So how do you get is the same way you word them out for advertising, getting clientele, same way?
Yes. I promised myself that after this interview with you, I'm gonna do a better job marketing myself. But typically with my taxes, a lot of time because I stayed in corporate America. So a lot of times I'm at work and people don't know that I cook or do taxes. And when they find out, it's like, why are you sitting on this? Why are you not telling people that you do it? But yeah, a lot of my clients are repeat clients, and they refer their family, they refer their friends, and so it's word of mouth, and it's continually to grow. And I'm grateful for every last client that I have.
Okay. All right, that's what's up. Like, yeah, you doing a lot. All right. So when it comes to tax and financial, you also do bookkeeping as well.
I
Besides
do.
tax preparation?
So I do. So like for small businesses, boutiques and all, I help them set up their books. Kind of, I can do it for them, but I prefer to teach. So most of my clients, when they come, I teach them how to manage their own books. And if it's something that they just don't want to do, then I'll go ahead and, do it for them. But at least I teach them how to manage their books by creating spreadsheets, by helping them go through the receipts, making sure they know how to label them, what they can write off and what they can't write off. So that's, I do that with the bookkeeping for most of my clients.
Okay. So so you teach a class, like you do like a master class or something like that?
Not yet, but that's coming.
Okay.
Typically, it's a one-on-one thing. I'll do a Zoom or we'll do a face-to-face class, and it takes a couple of hours for me to go through, just depending on how many months they're backlogged with their books and all. So it takes a couple of hours, and I go through them and I set up the spreadsheet with the expenses and the sales and everything, and so they can get a better idea of what they're spending and what they're taking in.
Okay. All right. And so do they pay for that? The way you teach them, you charge them per session while you teach, or do you have like a program or a plan that you put them on while you're teaching them?
It's by session. I
Okay.
haven't set up the program just yet. Working on that, getting there. But right now it's per session. So
Okay.
usually they'll catch it. If not, they'll call me back and say, "Hey, Clint, can you do it again? Or can you do it for me?"
Okay. All right. So how would you say it is being in the financial services, doing your own company as a person of color? Have you had any issues, or you know how some people think men are better superior than women? Have you ever had any issues with that? Like someone
Um,
said you don't know what you're doing with the numbers, something like that?
no, honestly, I haven't. And my clients of all races. So
Sorry about
I
that.
don't have, I haven't had any issues. With it. I've been very fortunate with the cooking, with my cooking, with the catering and with the taxes, where I pretty much stand behind who I am, and I get people to trust me, and they're cool with it. They go with it.
All right. So what is the process of well, I'm about to shift back to catering because I think I forgot to ask this question. So
Okay.
the process, yeah, I did forget to ask the question. So what is the process of setting up like for a catering event? Like, do you have a specific method?
Um, it depends on the type of event. In my head, I'm always setting up to
Okay.
the end. I wake up with it. I go to sleep with it. So, and it also depends on where the event is. If it's in somebody's house, of course, I'm setting up different. I'm talking to them, making sure that we're all on the same page, that they made the room that I need, that I have all the, equipment, utensils, things like that that I need. If it's in a hall, making sure that I can get in early, making sure that my car is packed ahead of time, um, making sure that I've purchased everything, that I need. I run it. I have several notebooks. I write it over and over again and go over, over and over again in my head, making sure that all my T's are crossed and my I's are dotted. But basically, I kind of do like I guess you can say a, a, a floor plan almost. I kind of map out how I want it. As far as if it's tables that I have to decorate along with the food, or if it's a station that I'm doing desserts, I kind of have everything kind of mapped out. I have pictures ready, available to show my crew what it is or how I want it.
Mhm.
So, but yeah.
Okay. Um, So you have the financial service business, you have a catering business. How do you manage your work-life balance?
Um, I'm a person that always try to prioritize. So of course, depending on what's going on, depends on what comes first, right? So like right now, catering is it's in the forefront. It's Thanksgiving, it's the holiday time. People getting married, having babies, doing baby showers. So right now, that's important, and that's really what I'm focused on right now. I do have the occasional tax client who will call and want me to do their taxes or have questions, and then I see to them right away as well. But right now the focus is the catering. Come January, the focus would be taxes. A lot of people aren't spending much money, so now it's people trying to get money. So the focus would be catering from January all the way to April, and with the catering somewhere in between. But I do my best to try to balance everything out, try to schedule what I can handle, try not to take on too much. I am one person, but like I said, I do have an awesome crew, but trying to make sure that I give myself enough time to be able to handle everything that comes my way as far as with catering and the taxes. I can't hear you, Jared.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I was on mute.
That's okay.
So, what was that moment then you realized that you know you can do this, either business, either one? We can start with catering first, since we're in the prime right now. For catering, when did you know that you can do this as a business?
Um, I would say 2011. I started, like I said, I started my business in 2003, but 2011 was very pivotal for me. I was living in Dallas, and I was doing catering for my church, but I hadn't really branched out to many different people. And I put my ad on Craigslist that I was a caterer, and I had a couple call me, and it was a Caucasian couple, and the wife was from Louisiana, and the husband was from Scotland, and she asked me to create a menu that catered to both, and I did, and I had the groom's mom come tell me at the end of doing the wedding. She was like, I made it's a Scottish dish called mince and tidies, and she came and she was like, oh my God, that mince and tidies was as if I cooked it. And so to me at that point, I got out of my norm. I got out of doing just the Creole cooking, and I channeled myself into a different atmosphere, like doing Scottish food. And at that moment, I knew that I could pretty much do anything I put my mind to it.
All right, man, you do it all. You cooking Scottish food. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. All right, so let's talk about how that moment when you felt that you could do your financial services on your own as a corporation or as a business.
Um, what I guess I could say a couple of years ago. For the longest, I worked for other companies. I had a few clients on the side, but I still have wanted that buffer of, being able to say, or having that buffer, because dealing with numbers and dealing with people's taxes can be very, very tricky, especially if they have to owe the IRS or the state. So I had that buffer while, I felt comfortable working for H&R Block, Jackson Hewitt. I worked for Liberty Taxes for the last 4 years. Shout out to Angel Johnson. That is my cousin who had a franchise for Liberty Tax as well. And so I worked for them because it was just a buffer. But a couple of years ago, I was like, you know what? I can do this myself. I don't have to do it for Liberty Tax, make money for other people. I can really just make it for myself. And the clients started coming. And then everything started changing a couple of years ago. I want to say about 3-4 years ago.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I glad I bought that question because I wanted to hear how did it work in your mind? When was the switch that activated that? Like, you know what? Let me start my own catering business. Let me do my own clientele. Because a lot of people are afraid to even do something on their own. So what pushed you over the edge? Was it a particular event, or you just knew I'm just going to do this myself?
It wasn't a particular event. It was the fact I just love serving people. So I always knew, and then I love working for myself. I get enjoyment out of being able to be my own boss. Um, my- Anybody who knows me probably tell you I'm pretty bossy, so that part came natural. But it was just a matter of just being able to serve. I truly I love serving people, so it was always something that I just wanted to do. I wanted to be there, being able to make sure that people ate well, making sure that their taxes are done right, and that they can call me at any time and know that I'm available. So it's just it was always just something I wanted to be able to do.
Okay. All right. Well, since you have two businesses, I gotta ask two questions.
Okay.
The same thing. All right. So let's start with the catering since I'm still on that. So if somebody wanted to get into organization, what would be, I'm sorry, into the catering industry, what would be the do's and the don'ts that you would recommend?
Like I said, don't sell yourself short. Know the competition. That's one thing I can say I really don't pay attention to. I had a conversation a couple of weeks ago, and it was like, everybody's selling plates. I said, yeah, that's what I hear. I said, but I really don't follow anybody, that does what I do. And it's not that I don't want to know. It's just that I'm in my own lane. I prefer to have my own avenue of the way that I want to do things. So I would tell them, do what you love. I told somebody a couple of weeks ago, when starting cook, when I asked them what do they want, right? So one of my dreams was to have a remix diner, and that's coming soon. So where I take things like we had in school and I remix it. I do a country fried meatloaf, because most of the time meatloaf is baked in the oven, then it's put in gravy. So I like mine deep fried. So I tell people, find something that you like and get people to buy it. And that's basically what I've done. I find things like, one of my big dishes for the longest was spinach and artichoke dip. Why? Because I love spinach and artichoke dip. Another thing with the cheesecake, one of my big sellers, because I love cheesecake. So I found ways that I can make it exciting and make it taste good, because it's something that I just love. So I would tell anybody, no matter what type of business it is, make sure it's something that you love, something that you have a passion for. And again, yourself short. Know your worth. If somebody's going to say no, but there's going to be more people that say yes, and be okay with the no. It took me a long time to be okay with people telling me no.
All right, that's what's up. Yeah, I know. I tell my students that up here. I tell people I know closely that don't be afraid to fail. Go ahead there, put yourself out there, because you never know what might happen.
Right. Nothing beat a failure but a try.
Exactly. I like that statement. I might have to. Wow, I have to put that on a pack and put. You know what? I'm gonna use that. Anyway, let's talk about the do's and don'ts. Somebody trying to do their own taxes or financial service company. You have any recommendations for them?
Um, Again, know your worth. I have people come and say, well, that's too much. Well, but you'll pay the same thing to H&R Block, right? Be educated, know the laws. You may not have to know each of them verbatim, but understand what's going on. Understand how to explain the child tax credit and earned income credit, or deductions and things like that. Just be familiar with what you're doing, and then once you're familiar with what you're doing, again, sell yourself. Sell that you understand this product, and that you're there to help them. You're there to help them achieve financial goals. Rather, it's just making sure they get more money on their taxes next year, or that they owe less, because a lot of people, sometimes they don't take enough taxes out during the year, so helping them understand a balance, how to balance their taxes through the year. But most important, like I said, know your worth. Know that if this is something that you're going to do, make sure that you're passionate about it, and make sure that you're open. Um, make sure that your approach is open. I have clients that call me all time of day and night, about questions that they have, or if they lose documents. Clem, can you send this to me? And so be open to that. I tell people all the time, I'm like, you can't call HR and Black and have them send you, but you won't call me in the middle of the day and say, Clem, can you send me this? But I happily do it. But just making sure that you're open.
Okay. So you have two businesses. You're working hard. Where do you see yourself in a few years with your businesses?
with my catering, I took a picture of Patty LaBelle bread pudding. She has a bread pudding in Walmart. So I
Okay.
took a picture and I was like, Patty, I'm coming for your spot. She don't even have to leave. I just want to be right next to her. So in a couple of years, that's my plan to be in major stores like Walmart, Winn-Dixie. I've been working this year trying to get it out, trying to ship it. It's been tough, but I'm still working on it. And I'm determined to make sure that I'm able to start shipping my cheesecake and bread pudding throughout the United States. But that's one goal, with the catering, to be in local stores. As far as with my taxes, I'm trying to take it global. That's one thing COVID has helped me with. It helped me think outside the box. So now with Zoom and all of the different platforms that we have, I can do face-to-face visits from people with people all over the United States, and make sure that I can, help not just people in Louisiana, but people all over. So that's in a couple of years, that's what I want to be.
All right. Let's go look at these comments because you got a lot of comments. Hold on 1 second. Lord, I think we're going to talk about this. Yes. This is Alethea Patterson. Yes. Bread
Hey,
pudding,
Cece.
caterer, and tax lady. Love her. The official accountant for 501.
I am.
Let's see. Never leaving. She will always do my taxes. Hold on. Byron Taylor, tell him how she would hold you down on both businesses. Let's see. He's saying Jay talking about Carmel Drizzle. What are we talking about?
I don't know what he's talking about.
Oh, he sent me a private message talking about what is the website for the tax business. That's a question.
It is Amazin Cajun Taxes and Financial Services .ptinpro.com.
Right,
And on that website, they can make appointments, and it kind of give you a brief overview of the services that I offer.
All right. And they got Linda talking about she gonna place an order for her briskets.
I got you.
Somebody talking about my dirty rice, bell peppers, and bread pudding, please. I have no more in the freezer. And she also said, oh, and she's a party planner as well. She did mine as well, and it was beautiful. Want to see pictures?
Thanks for the love. I'm sitting here so full. I'm so excited that they have people that support like they do. Look at Jay. I'm not. Look, you're not getting none for free, Jay. Nah, I'm messing with you. I appreciate the love. Thank you for posting that.
Yeah. You got Tiffany.
Hey, Tiff.
Excellent service. She did my 40th birthday party. Janice Jasmine said she's a boss.
That I am.
Michelle Barrett, she's saying boss lady. You boss me? Nah. And then Salithia says boss is an understatement. I think Jay is trying to come on the show. Jay, you need to enable your microphone on the app if you want to get on the show. That's why you're not getting through. You got to enable your mic. All right. So while he dealing with that, so yeah, I forgot my next. I had one more question, but I lost it trying to figure out these comments and trying to help Jay get on the show. I do have. Do you have any give back to community? Do you do any events giving back to community?
I'm very active in my church, Regular Baptist Church in Gretna. So doing events throughout my church. I know last year I was able to help out with the veterans mission. We were able to raise toiletries and snacks and stuff for the veterans. Doing things that we do community outreach, serving food for that. 2021, I plan, hopefully COVID allows me to, because it's some things I had planned this year that I wanted to do with the catering and the tax business, but due to COVID wasn't able to. So hopefully next year I'm able to do I want to do a tax class, and also want to do teach young kids how to start being able to. I remember when I was in school, I think it was fifth or sixth grade, we learned how to balance a checkbook. And they no longer teach that to kids. And so that's something that I want to be able to go to community schools in the community and be able to start doing, teaching them that so they learn early about the benefits of saving money, and teaching them about taxes and things at an early age.
Yeah, that's what we really need that in the school system. Like, I'm a heavy advocate for that. I teach. I'm a professor at Delgado, and besides teaching cybersecurity classes and cloud computer courses, I always talk them about trading the stock market, investing in real estate, starting your own business, because there's some things they don't teach that in school at all. Like, they don't tell you.
They don't.
Starting your own LLC, starting your own business, they don't teach that at all.
No,
But that's all the questions I have for the show.
Okay.
Can you please tell the people how they can hit you up on social media and your website again? I'll post it as well. Why you saying it?
Alrighty, so you can follow me on Instagram at Amazin Cajun, Amazin_Cajun. Facebook is Amazin Cajun Catering. Catering website is AmazinCajunNola.com. Tax website is Amazin Cajun Taxes and Financial Services.ptinpro.com. And you can call me or email is AmazinCajunNola@gmail.com.
All right. I think Jay trying to come on here one more time. I'm trying to give you a minute to see if you can get on. But do you have any last words?
No, actually, I just want to say thank you again for the opportunity. I'm excited about being on here. I was very nervous, but you made it so easy for me. So thank you very much.
I told you you were going to do great. I told you you were going to do great. I told you that.
So thank you again for the opportunity. And Jay, thank you so much for he's a big supporter. And everybody that's been commenting, they are my biggest supporters. And I just appreciate and love each and every one of them for the support, and hoping for bigger and better things for all of us for 2021.
Yeah, ditto that. So thank you for coming on the show. It's been a pleasure. Thank you. Jay, I don't know what's up with your computer or what, but I don't know if you can be able to make the show this time. I'll get you on the next one. I interview somebody else next week who part of the team. So make sure y'all follow, like, and share the show. Hit us up on all our social media outlets. Thank you for tuning in. See y'all next week. We out. Stay safe. Oh, and don't forget to mask up. And shout out to Jay again for these shirts. Hopefully he'll get Clem one. If not, he ain't getting his taxes done.
Right.
You got some more. Hold on. You got some more shout outs before we leave. Hold on. Let me put them up here. You got some more shout outs. Hold on. Let me pull it up. You got Demetrius. She's very passionate. Tiffany white chocolate bread pudding. Man, they talking about that. Boy, I got to taste this.
Thank you.
Michelle saying she's amazing.
Thank you.
That's your daughter giving you a shout out. Hey, Salitia, that's my girl. All right.
Thank y'all so much. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank y'all. We out. Peace.
Thank you. Bye-bye.